All right. It is awesome and refreshing and cleansing to laugh and almost escapism at times, but some of this is not going to be so fun. The type of inheritance that I want to talk about isn't necessarily, like cute little boxes you get from great-grandmother that has kitchen on it. You know exactly where everything goes and you put everything away. It's not the type of inheritance where you get a jewelry box that's been passed down for decades and it has these priceless jewels. And it certainly is not the type of inheritance where you get a big check and you'll be set for life. This type of inheritance is more like the inheritance of emotional bondage and mindsets and thoughts that, instead of having you be set for life, can strip away your life. What I want to share, what I want to talk about is what happens when you've inherited what you never wanted to be. What you told yourself you would never be. What you hated to see. What do you do when you've inherited the person that you hated? What happens when it's like this whole entanglement of chaos, confusion, mental illness, covering, hiding, pretending, shopping, eating, other addictions, family members, peripheral family members, being in jail, being caught up in violence. Most recently, my nephew, who was shot in the stomach, and his insides were literally thrown onto the bed with which he laid when he went to the hospital. And he's since been released, so he's well physically, but again, that emotional bondage that's been inherited. What do you do when something is so deeply embedded that in order to unravel it, you're almost becoming something other than who you feel you are, although that's not who you are? So I feel like today, as I'm standing up here, that this is like a bit of a public proclamation for a clear internal decision to be something other, to live something other, to see more clearly, to live more freely. I think that it's a time to, instead of living an inheritance based on what I perceive people have done or what people have actually done, to live an inheritance based on who I truly am in God, in Christ. To live as a new creature that I'm called to be, as opposed to living someone else's old hurt and baggage. So I take the metaphorical box labeled dysfunctional patterns, and I take those little knickknacks off of my mind, my heart, my soul, and my spirit. I take them, and instead of allowing them to be there, I put them back in that box where they came from. I seal it up, and I mark it return to sender.